Welcome back to Superflat Survival Season 2, Episode 23. In the last episode, we started construction on this tower here, and in between episodes, I've been working on it as well. So it's a little taller than you last saw it. As you can see, the gradient here that we're going for is black stone on the bottom, transitioning into stone brick, and then up to regular stone. And the top layer right now is smooth stone, which I've been smelting up here in the furnace. We have some actually ready to pull out of the furnace, and let's go ahead and throw in some cobblestone as well, because we're going to need some more of this soon. Let me catch you up on some of the changes to the tower that I've been working on in between episodes. So one of the things that you may notice is inside the floor is still not done, but I have an idea for this floor, and so we're going to be working on that in just a minute. But I did complete the ceiling, so I added the warped stem slabs, warped wood slabs up on the ceiling there. As you can see, I just filled it in around where the stone already was. I've also installed this ladder over on the side, so now we have a way up. And the floor, the second floor is currently our farming area. And in the last episode, I discussed the possibility of having 4 levels like this, each with its own crop. But I've decided in between episodes that it might be better just to farm all 4 of the crops in the same area. So I haven't quite spread all the crops around, but I do have wheat growing up here, as well as beetroots, carrots, and potatoes. The ceiling is also done in this room. It's all the crimson wood slabs up there, and if we go up to the next level, you can see that I've begun the construction on a new farming area. Up here is going to be a nether wart farm, and although I haven't finished placing in the soul sand and the nether wart, I do have a chest here with some soul sand and nether wart in it that we can finish up this area with in this episode. So that takes us up to the top of the build here. We don't have much farther to go until we reach the storage room above, but we still need to place quite a few blocks in order to finish this up here. So on this level, we do have the platform in. This is going to be the floor for this level, and I think that up there will actually just be the ceiling. So this floor will be the tallest of them all. And we still have a few more blocks to go. We're going to continue the smooth stone up, and my original plan was to have quartz all the way up to the top, but I think actually we're not going to have room for the quartz after all, and instead what we're going to do is mostly just use iron blocks. So we'll finish this section of the build soon, but for now what I want to do is begin construction on the floor down here in the bottom level. So let's grab some blocks and I'll show you my idea for the first floor. We're going to tear up all these grass blocks and dirt. So we're going to need to actually dig this level down by 2. So we'll begin by removing the top layer, and then we'll have to remove another layer after that. My idea is actually something that I've started over here. So I can show you quickly. If I remove an area of dirt here, what we're going to do is, after we've dug down 2 blocks, we're going to place in a layer of glowstone. I'm also going to need to fill in black stone 2 levels down, which might be a little bit difficult because I only have a couple stacks left of the polished stone bricks there, black stone bricks. So that will be challenging to see if we have enough resources. I also need to purchase a little bit more glowstone, but basically the way this is going to work is at this level, it's going to be all glowstone, and on top of the glowstone is going to be this block here, the slime block. So we have quite a few of these slime blocks, obviously. We have slimes all over the place, and we end up fighting them and getting their slime ball drops all the time. And so this is what it's going to look like here once we have the slime blocks placed on top of the glowstone blocks. And this whole first floor is going to become like one giant bouncy house. And that should be pretty fun to play in. All right, let's get to work on this floor. The first thing I need to do is a little bit of tidying up here. Let's remove the blocks that we placed down to represent the gradient in the last episode, and we'll put these away in the chest here. And then the next thing we need to do is start ripping up the dirt. Let's get to work. And to speed things up a bit, let's go ahead and hit a bit of a time lapse. I'm almost completely out of glowstone and slime box now, but we got the floor done. It's a bit slow to walk on, but to bounce on is very fun. And check this out. If we go up the ladder here to one floor up, I've put in a drop, except instead of falling into water, we just fall onto the slime box, and it's quite fun. Check it out. Oh, yeah. That's great. I love this bouncy house. All right, so that's the bottom floor pretty much done, but we do need to go up and work on the top now. Before we go all the way to the top and start placing blocks, I do want to spread these crops around a bit because I have noticed they've grown up and we haven't planted down everything yet. So let's harvest up some wheat, some potatoes, and some beetroot, and we'll just spread out the seeds. All right, time to place some more blocks and then we can finish up on the nether wart farm down below. But let's hop up top here and we're going to continue placing in the smooth stone. And then we need to transition this to iron blocks. I hope I have enough. We should though, we're almost there. We just have a little bit farther to go. We're getting close now. I just need to finish placing in the last of these slabs here. And then we can finish the blocks that go up to the top there. How many blocks away are we? About 8? 8 tall, that is. Here we go. That's the last of the slabs there. Looks like we have plenty of smooth stone as long as we begin our transition now to the iron block. So let's start now with the transition. What we're going to do is put in a lot of the smooth stone. We'll probably go through everything we have left in our inventory here, and we'll place in as much as we can, and then we'll come back and place in the iron as well. I'm trying to do it somewhat randomly here, but as you can see, there is a little bit of a pattern because we need to skip a few blocks every once in a while. We can do 3 here. Let's do 2, 1 here. We'll fill all this in. Let's skip that one this time. And we'll go here, and we're almost all the way back around again where we can go back in with the iron. Let's fill that one. And I am almost out of smooth stone, but we have some more cooking down below. Let's go in here now and start placing in some of the iron blocks. And this will be the beginning of the transition up to the top, and it's going to be pretty light color. Although we kind of need to transition back to the stone brick again, I think. I'm almost at the top now. As you can see, we're in this awkward space where there's only a couple blocks left. I also went through iron blocks a lot faster than I thought I would. And so even though the iron farm is always producing iron for us, I only have about a stack and a half left, which I'm hoping will be enough to get to the top here. But I think it looks like what I need to do is actually remove the stairs above me here. Let's see, and I need to do that all the way around, I think. The cobblestone, I shouldn't need to do anything with that. This part here is part of the bridge, so we don't need to remove that. But I do need to go all the way around and get rid of these stairs. And once the stairs are removed, I can do this. Here, let me remove a couple more stairs, and I'll show you what I have in mind. Okay, that should be enough there. If I place in some iron blocks all the way up to the top now, there you can see that we just reached those slabs there, which is perfect. And then if I grab some ladders, we can actually go all the way up. I can mine this block here, and now I can go around onto the ladder, and that gets me up onto the top here, which I guess is how we're going to get in for now, at least using this staircase. We probably won't go that way most of the time, but we do have access from here to our storage room. So even though it doesn't enter directly, there is still a way up here. Let's go down now. We have to remove those stairs and get the last of the iron blocks placed in. I have very little iron left, but I was able to finish all the way to the top now. And what I want to do is come up and take a look at it. So let's have a flyby and see how we did on our tower. It actually looks pretty good with the iron blocks. It's a nice light block, and it's a good transition, I think, from the smooth stone. It's hard to get a good look at it. Can we change our perspective here? There we go. Oh, it's a mighty tower. It's a fine tower. It's very tall. With the tower now complete from the outside, we can turn our attention back to the inside where we have a little bit more work to do. Ah, yes, slimes can spawn in here, can't they? We got a little one right there. All right, let's go ahead and go back up the ladder to the floor with our nether wart farm. And we're going to finish placing down the soul sand and then get the nether wart in as well. We also need to finish up our farming area, spread some more of the crops around, but we'll get to that in a minute. I did want to show you quickly the ceiling here has room for another floor up there. I'm just not sure what that floor is going to be. And then eventually, I would like to cover up the cobblestone up there if possible. It looks a little bit bad. Maybe we can do something with it and make it a little better. Let's grab some soul sand here, and we'll finish what we started here, placing it down and then placing the nether wart on top of it. Now, of course, we do have soul speed on our boots, and so whenever we're in this farm, we can run around very quickly. This is going to be fun. We got a bouncy house on the first floor and a racetrack up on the third floor, I guess. All right, let's finish up the last of the soul sand now, and then we can start placing in the nether wart. This is going to be a good farm for us. We used to have a nether wart farm down below, but we got rid of it. We replaced it with a wheat farm instead. So it'll be good to be able to get nether wart again. We still have quite a bit actually from the old farm, and we have some that we can trade to the clerics as well as some that we can save for all the brewing we need to do. Nether wart is a very versatile block. Plus, we could use nether wart to craft some very interesting blocks. What's the one that you can make that looks like netherrack? It's crimson. Let's see, I need some more nether wart. Shoo! I think actually it's just called red nether brick, but we could craft some of that up with all this nether wart here. Plus, I think you need another block as well, maybe just a regular nether brick to craft that. That would be an interesting block to build with in the future if I can find a good block palette for it. You may notice I'm not as speedy across this soul sand at the moment. I did remove my boots because it was getting a little disorienting, dashing around and then stopping quickly. It was making me dizzy, so I took off my booties. Okay, I think we have all the nether wart placed down, and so we had a surplus in the chest. Not that much though. We counted pretty well here, and this nether wart will grow up and give us a mighty harvest. What do we do now? Whee! I love this bouncy house. Ooh, is that a wandering trader? Ah, look who we have outside. Another visit from a wandering trader. Come on in, sir. Leave your llamas outside. Let's see what you've got to trade. Beetroot seeds, ferns, great eye, dark oak saplings, and blue ice. Well, I can't resist me some blue ice, but the rest of your trades are garbage. Yeah. I'm finished working on the tower for now, I think. Let's put that away, and what I'd like to do with the time left in this episode is do a little bit of raiding. So I've got a bunch of ominous bottles that I've gotten off of pillager patrols, and I'd like to use some of them to start a raid. I don't have a raid farm per se, but what I've gone and done is I've built a temporary platform up in the sky there, and I'm hoping that I can get the raiding party to spawn on the end of it there. Let me show you what this is made of here. So I'm using a little bit of a trick here with the trapdoors to kind of trick the pillagers into thinking they can pathfind across here. I may want to remove these slabs actually. Here, let's remove them quickly. I don't know if that will matter or not. Did I just lose them all over the side? You can see that this walkway extends in this direction, and at the end there's a large platform. This is where I want the raiders to spawn in, but it seems like they keep wanting to spawn in on the end ship down below instead. But we'll see if we can get them to spawn up here and trick them into falling off the edge here. And we're just gonna wait for them to finish the raid for us. Let's see if we can get this to work. I think to start the raid, what I'd like to do is fly up onto the villager trading hall roof. Hello, villagers. I can see them through the roof because it's made of glass. Let's go ahead and take a ominous bottle, and this one is the Bad Omen 5, and it'll take just a moment to get the effect, but let's see if this little temporary raid farm actually works. Okay, we've got to wait just a few more seconds. We should see the Bad Omen effect flashing in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, it started now, and then the raiders should start spawning in, but where are they going to spawn? Okay, we have to wait for the raid bar to fill, I think. The first wave is usually only 4 or 5 pillagers. Not even any vindicators, I think, in the first party. So it should be pretty... Okay, there, they spawned just where I wanted them to. It looks like there are 4 of them, including a banner boy. Let's see if they pathfind to the trapdoors and then fall to the platform below. They should take enough fall damage where we won't even have to do any fighting. They just fell right in. Okay, 1 raider remains. Will he pathfind off? And yes, he will. Okay, here comes the next wave. Hey, they spawned on the platform. That's excellent. Okay, so this is the second wave. And I think there's a Vindicator in this group, but there is no Ravager, so we don't have to worry about that yet. The first wave we get with a Ravager, which I think is wave 3, we're actually going to have to use the bow, I think. Because the Ravager may actually be able to pathfind across the trapdoors there. Okay, it looks like one raider remaining. This raid farm is working perfectly. Alright, this is the next wave. Let's get our bow ready, and as long as they spawn on the platform, we should be good. Hopefully they will. If they spawn on the end ship, we may lose the raid because it's a little bit outside the range of the villagers. But yes, that looks like they did spawn on the platform. Let's target the Ravager. He's way out there. Okay, looks like I'm hitting some of the raiders too. We just want to try to hit the Ravager as it pathfinds toward us. That way it can't cross the trapdoors there. I forget how many hits with a power 5 bow, but it should be only about 3 or 4. Of course, I have to land the hits first. Okay, there we go. We've got a Ravager on fire. And the Ravager is approaching the trapdoors, but not quite pathfinding over yet. Okay, there we go. Definitely got across there. And, okay, we took out the Ravager, which means we're done with that wave. So now we wait for the next wave. Now this one gets a little bit tricky because this party may have an evoker. And I'm interested to see if it'll actually spawn Vex. Okay, some of the raiding party fell over the edge. Let's target some of them as they come down the walkway there. I have no idea which ones I'm hitting, but it doesn't really matter. And as for the loot, we'll just go and pick it all up later. I think some of it is going to be down below, and some of it will actually be up here. I don't see... Okay, there's a bunch of witches in the back. Okay, there is that. That's a Vindicator that I just got, and I think... No, I don't see any evokers. I'm a little bit surprised. I guess it's not guaranteed. It says there are 2 raiders remaining. I see a witch. I don't know where the last raider is. Okay, never mind. It looks like we've got the entire wave complete. And this should be... Is this the final wave? Possibly. Should be an evoker for sure in this wave. And another Ravager as well. Let's see where they spawn. Please be on the platform. Uh-oh, we may have a problem here. This is what I was afraid of, that they sometimes want to spawn over on the ship. Do we have... Okay, we do have a raiding party on the ship. Let's see. Okay, let's go over there. Let's see how close we can get. Maybe we can hit them with the bow. Okay, let's open this, and... maybe we can hit them with the bow from above without getting out of range of the villager trading hall. Okay, I see them there. There is somebody on a Ravager right there. Let's target these guys. They're all bunched up there on the end. As long as we stay close to the villager trading hall, we should be good. I don't want to lose the raid because then we won't get the Hero of the Village effect at the end, and I want to use it for some villager trading. Okay, 2 raiders left. I only see 1, but maybe there's another one somewhere? Okay, 1 remaining. Where? Because if it's down on the ground there, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it and keep the raid going. Here, let's close these trapdoors. I'm going to have to go down for a closer look. I don't really have a choice here. Okay, on the ship, I see no raiders. Maybe down below? Okay, no one down here either. Oh, I think I just lost the raid. That's so disappointing. Okay, here's the... Wait. We might still be able to do this. Here's the final raider right here. Let's push him off. And then maybe we can run down in time. Okay, it looks like we have another wave loading in now. We'll pick up some loot and head back on up. All right, we really need them to spawn on that platform down there. And they did. Yes, okay. I see a Ravager. That's definitely the one I want to take out because they can get to me. If they get down this far, I'll have to fly away a bit. But we can just go on top of the villager trading hall behind us, I think, and get out of range. I don't see any Vex, so that's a good sign. And the rest of them should pathfind off the edge. Okay, that's Ravager hit there. Oh, is there two Ravagers? Of course. Okay, we may have a bit of a problem here. Use the sword. Hey, we did it. And that should be the final raid victory, which means we get Hero of the Village. Fantastic. That actually worked pretty well. Let's go see if we can pick up all the loot that we got. I picked up the usual raid loot from that. We got saddles from the Ravagers, witch drops, and even another totem of undying. But now that we have... Oh, there we go. Cross here. Now that we have Hero of the Village, let's go into the Villager Trading Hall. I've got some pumpkins and melons, and we should get some pretty good trade deals here. Okay, we've got pumpkin trade, melon trade. Let's max those out, and we can get some more XP as well. Nice, and another another farmer over here with the pumpkin and melon trades, and it looks like they just reset next to me as well. Let's trade these all away, and then we have some more resources we can go get to trade as well, including wool and iron. Nice. I'm rolling in the emeralds. And the XP's not bad either. Oh, look, they're tossing me some free stuff. Because I'm their hero. We've got pumpkin pie and some cookies, some biscuits there. What else? Can we get some clay from these guys? No clay? Maybe some free books? Oh, it looks like we got some free stuff. The librarians threw me a couple of books, and we've got a stone axe. Ooh, lapis. And it looks like we've got some... What kind of leggings are those? Oh, chainmail, right? Of course, chainmail leggings. That's great. Keep throwing me free stuff, villagers, and I'll keep trading with you. But that is going to do it for this episode of Superflat Survival. I'm going to keep doing some villager trading in between episodes, and maybe even start another raid, because I've got lots of stuff to trade. But thank you for watching this episode of Superflat Survival, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.